Hello, everyone. My name is SlappyBurger, and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. Gosh, where do I don't even know where to start. Um, Goodness, I'm just really excited to get into this. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. I've been waiting to do this all day to make a Minecraft video, to make a YouTube video, and here I am playing it. Um, Welcome to my channel, I guess. Like I said, this is my first ever YouTube video. I don't really know what I plan for anything. Just kind of doing this because I want to, I guess. It's kind of funny. I was at work today and one of my coworkers put on Minecraft music in the store, and we were just listening to this long playlist of every single song in Minecraft. Off of both albums, actually, the ones that even aren't in the game. And we were kind of listening to it, and we just started talking about, you know, when we started playing Minecraft, and what got us into it, who we were watching, what versions we started on, what did we play first on console, PC, whatever. And it really got me nostalgic for Minecraft, just older versions of Minecraft. And after my shift, I literally went straight to Guitar Center and got a boom stand for my microphone because I wanted my videos to sound at least semi-professional. They definitely aren't going to be professional, but I wanted it to sound, more professional. And yeah, I just really wanted to play some Minecraft, so I went to Guitar Center, got my boom mic, and here I am playing Minecraft. I decided to start with an earlier version. You probably saw those chests back there, and um, you probably noticed up in the top left there it says beta 1.6 test build 3. I picked this version specifically because I wanted those chests. I have a something of a fixation with just kind of older versions of Minecraft, and I wanted to just kind of play some of these older versions in a series. I don't know if I'm going to exclusively play these older versions or what, but I really wanted to play just some older versions of Minecraft. And already, here's some baddies. Already getting jumped by some baddies. But yet, no, why are we already just off to a terrible start? Why are we already just getting jumped? Come on. Jeez. All right. But yeah, I have something of a fixation with just older Minecraft versions, and I know a lot about these older versions. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I know like just too much about like older Minecraft. And right now I'm going to go ahead and give you some random old Minecraft information. So this is, like I said, this is beta 1.6 test build 3, and you probably noticed up in the top left it added a bunch of new text to the top there. Now it says like, unlicensed copy, or you logged in from another location, purchase at this website. That's because this version is technically a debug version. And that has to do with those chests. So those chests back there, those have every single item that is currently in the game in those chests. And there's not very many. Every single item can be held in those chests. And keep in mind, some of those items are actually duplicates. Like there's, oh, I'm gonna die on the first day, man. This is crazy. But yeah, some of those items are duplicates. There's like monster spawners in there. There's fire blocks. There's lava blocks. Not like a bucket of lava, like actual lava blocks. And just all sorts of weird sort of things that you're not supposed to have without cheating. Now, I'm not going to use any of those items, but maybe in a future day or something, we'll explore those items and just kind of look at them. But something I want to do is I want this series, well, for one, I do want it to be a series. I would like to continuously play through this world. And on top of that, I want it to be a series where we kind of not only just play the game, but we kind of explore some of the weirder quirks of these earlier versions. We're going to be stopping at some various sort of snapshots and things like that, just because there's all these weird things that you can do in in those versions that you can't normally do in modern Minecraft. And on top of that, it's going to give us a nice little perspective of how far Minecraft has come compared to what, like what was it like then versus what it is now. Um, but yeah, this is beta 1.6. And honestly, in terms of, I guess, like the beta situation, this isn't a super crazy version. Um, but in fact, I mean, I'm probably not going to spend much time in this version just because of the fact that I don't like that massive block of text up on the top left of my screen all the time. I could just leave and rejoin the world or close the game and rejoin, and it would all go away and it would come back after a while. But I really wanted... That was scary. What was I saying? Oof. All right, well, I kind of forgot. I lost my train of thought because of that cave noise. But I think I'm just going to start by building a very basic house. I want this first episode to be at least a little bit longer, and I don't really want to cut or edit anything because I'm gonna be blabbering for a while. I'm a yapper. I like to yap. I like to talk, even if it's just to myself. Yeah, you're gonna listen to me talk. So yeah, let's just go ahead and start building a very basic house. In my head, I'm already brimming with ideas of how I want to make this world my world and just all sorts of things like that. So, but for now, we got to worry about living. So let's just focus for a bit and get a house going. So, in beta Minecraft, we don't have much of a building palette compared to what we have, today. But I almost think that works for the game. I'm not going to be one of those guys that argues whether or not, old Minecraft or new Minecraft is better. I think that's just a waste of time because I feel like fundamentally they're really different games, and every major phase of Minecraft is like a different experience to the next. And, because you got you have classic, you got pre-classic, you got in-dev, inf-dev, alpha, beta, full release, and then even in the full release versions, you have these crazy version changing things that add all these new mechanics that are just completely different, new and shocking and all sorts of stuff. So I'm just going to take it slowly. And I think that through this, hopefully we can kind of see the difference between, old Minecraft and new Minecraft and all these things. But again, I really don't think that, beta Minecraft is necessarily better than new Minecraft, or new Minecraft is better than beta, or that beta is better than alpha, or any of that, because I feel like they've all kind of just sort of changed. And also, these pigs are not dropping any food whatsoever. That is just, it's actually extremely inconvenient. Because you can't heal without food in this version, so we could just farm, I guess, but that unlocks a whole new area of challenges just because props, one animal steps on those, you're done. You're cooked, and you gotta replant them again just from that. And also, these trees are giant. Luckily, though, this version does have leaf decay. There was a long while in alpha and beta where leaf decay did not exist because it was so buggy that Notch just removed it. But yeah, let's see. We're already making this world our own just by building that little house. And I hate to do this, but I think we are going to sleep. Beds are in this version. They were added in either 1.3 or 1.4, and looks like the sun's already setting pretty fast. So let's just go ahead and get these get this house finished. It's not gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a little cramped, in fact, but we'll be all right. This isn't gonna be a permanent residence. We'll probably turn this into something else, give it a makeover or something, right? Hey. Oh yeah, here we go. The waves of darkness that descend upon the world once nighttime. Place this here. ahead and get the bed going. Hopefully this will not do the evil awakening thing. If it does the evil awakening thing, that actually could kill me, so be careful there. And assuming it does the evil awakening thing, you'll see what I mean if you don't know what the evil awakening thing is. Go ahead and just place these with wood. Not sure what we're going to do with this place after we decide to move, but for now we're just going to live here, see if it does it. Oh, we actually slept through the night. That's incredible. Oh boy, what do we do now? What do we do now? I think we really need food. I really need food. So let's get some food. If we can't get food from these 3 pigs, then the game is broken and there's no saving us and we're gonna die. Oh my goodness, they dropped some. Good, good, good. Ah, the old rose textures. I miss the roses. I really do miss those. Definitely something about those. But yeah, words cannot describe just how excited I am to be able to play Minecraft again. And I always like booting up Minecraft and things like that. It's a really peaceful game. It really helps me de-stress from just life, honestly. I think that's the thing about Minecraft for a lot of people is it's a really good game just to come back and play it, and then you don't have to worry about anything crazy going on. I mean, crazy things could go on, but compared to a lot of other games, it's not high stakes. It's not as stressful compared to a lot of other games. And really, it's just relaxing, especially if you got that music cranked up and you're just sitting there mining and listening to subwoofer lullaby while you're just trying to find some diamonds. Really fun stuff. So we have pumpkins. So pumpkins in this version don't drop seeds yet, so we can't really farm these, but pumpkins are cool. I will take those. Melons don't exist yet. I think in this version, I genuinely think, if I'm remembering correctly, actually, I know for a fact, the only food sources are literally just pork chops and bread. And then I guess golden apples, which will refill all your health, but nobody has golden apples. Golden apples are so rare. It's just not even worth the hassle. It's not even worth considering them being a food source at this point. So let's go get some of this grass up here. Grass is really sparse in this version, at least compared to 1.7.3. And 1.7.3, that stuff is everywhere. But it looks like on beta 1.6, it's a little more rare. Still love how you can just punch sheep and they'll drop their wool. Love that mechanic. So yeah, let's just get some seeds. It looks like we got plenty of wood over here, which is really good. Eat that. This will just, start a farm. And I don't think fence gates exist in this version yet either, so we're going to have to figure out something for that. Now, there is a mechanic in the game where you, at least, I don't know if it's really counts as a mechanic as much as it's a bug, but in this version, it's basically a mechanic, I guess, where you can actually put, fence posts under tilled dirt, and it will stop things from trampling the crops. A really handy feature for sure. But again, I'm not really sure if it actually, counts as a feature. I think it's more of a oversight or a bug or something like that, but we can definitely demonstrate something along those lines. Let's see. I think what we'll do is we'll kill some more pigs. We'll go on a little mining journey, and then we'll wrap it up for this episode. I actually don't know how long this episode is right now. It looks like it's about 15 minutes long as of right now, so Let's get some food, and then we'll looking for some iron. We'll just drop off all this extra kind of stuff here in the chest. One thing about me is the first pickaxe of every type I make and sword I usually try to keep. I genuinely try to keep every single type of like the first tool I make of every kind. I try to hold on to for as long as I can. You know, just keep track of it. I don't know. It's a weird way of, you know, saying, oh, this is my first tool of this type, and it helped me do this. And I'd hate to see it. I hate to see it go. We could make leather armor if we wanted to, but I don't really know if there's much point in that. Where are the pigs? More pumpkins over there. Oh yeah, a little cool feature in this version. Hit F3, you get X-ray. There are so many zombies down there, there could genuinely be a spawner down there. That is insane. I'm going to try not to abuse that feature all that much, but it is a feature in the game. Something that you can do. So, you know, maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll try to avoid it. Who knows? But yeah, let's just go see if we can't find some pigs. Find some pigs, we'll cook up the pork, and then we'll hit those caves over there that were giving me trouble earlier. So, boy. I will say, like I said before, I want this to be a series. I know I'm like backtracking on a lot of my things right now, but my mind is literally just racing nonstop because of how just excited I am. Right now, I don't have a pop filter or anything. Definitely going to want to get one of those eventually. I got the boom arm. Probably still going to want to get a shock mount for it because I don't have a shock mount, but a shock mount would probably be helpful. I'm using a Blue Yeti microphone. I know there's better options. I know there's worse options. I really tried to make my headphones on my headphones microphone work. Was not working, so I just scrapped the whole idea. But I'm gonna upload this video and then I'm gonna kind of just think about the direction I want to take this in. Like, do I want to just play beta? Do I want to update this through the versions? I'm kind of like right now I'm kind of leaning towards updating through the versions and kind of seeing what's going on because I think it would be a really cool, just fun thing to do because I haven't really done it. Like I haven't really just like played a world and updated it through the versions. I think that'd be really cool. I did do some research. I know there's like a really old version, like we're way past this threshold, but there's like a really old version that's like if you play that version, you make a world in that version, it won't let you update it to a newer version. Like there's a point where like the world just breaks and then you literally cannot do anything about it, like updating it to future versions or whatever. But we're past that threshold. That threshold is like way back in Inf Dev somewhere, which is before even alpha. So not a worry on our end. But yeah, let's go ahead and smelt up this pork and then we'll hit the mines. It does look like it's getting dark again. I know that song says don't mine at night, but we're definitely going to be mining at night. Huge. We have a lot more pork than I thought. Don't have any sticks, but just go ahead and get another pork in here and then we'll worry about sticks. So we have some torches. I did see some more coal towards the entrance, but good to have. And of course, food doesn't stack in this version either. That's a pretty common, well-known thing about beta Minecraft is that food doesn't stack. But in this version, if it's it's one of those versions where, instead of you having a hunger bar where I would hate my life if food couldn't stack, it's, you eat and it refills your health. Would be extremely overpowered if you could stack a full stack of 64, pork and then just hammer that back, like that would be so broken. But we have quite a bit of pork and much more to live on. So let's go ahead and get mining. My all-time favorite part of Minecraft is always the mining. I love caving, and I think I actually enjoy caving more in this version than I do in newer versions. I think the caves in newer versions, while I like them a lot, they're just so big that it's almost too much for me. It's just too big. The caves are just too huge now. Now I do love like some of the additions of the newer, like like the lush caves and the dripstone caverns and the deep dark. All that stuff's really cool. But I don't know. I feel like the caves themselves are just almost too big now. There was something about the more windy, narrow tunnels that you would always find. Because now it's like you can find those windy tunnels, but more often than not, it feels like I just always end up in just the biggest cave I've ever seen in every single Minecraft world I play in the modern versions. And maybe we'll get there one day with this Let's Play. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Who knows? Now, of course, it's playing one of the classic. Whoa! The mob AI in this version it's almost a godsend that it's that stupid, but that could very quickly become a problem if we're not careful. Sometimes the stupid AI just works better for the mobs. And hopefully we don't have an experience where that is the case, but it is very well possible. So yep, let's just keep mining. Keep an eye on that stone, on that pickaxe durability, just because, again, I don't want to lose it. I like to hold on to my first tools. Putting a bit of iron, that's always good. I did say we were going to build a farm. We're going to need this for a bucket, so. We're already at 8. It's pretty good. It's a couple tools, there's a bucket. This cave might not, yeah, I was going to say, it might not be too big, but who knows where this goes. Oh, well, I guess it doesn't go anywhere. Oh, look at this. Wow. Okay, maybe this is a lot bigger than I thought. Oh, hush. Hush that cave noise. I remember those cave noises used to absolutely freak me out. Now it's just kind of like, oh, wow, ooh. I don't know. That's something I think about a lot. It's just Minecraft horror mods now. I feel like people, I don't know. Like at first it was really cool. You had like From the Fog and you had the Cave Dweller at first. That shit was like, oh, that was pretty cool. And now it's just kind of like, oh, another dweller. Oh, don't look at this guy. He's going to run after you. Well, this guy will make your screen glitch out and then he's going to jump scare you. Like they can genuinely get me. Like I played one, I'm not going to be able to remember the name of it. I think it's called Lurking Depths. Lurking Depths. I think it's called that. Like I played that one. That one genuinely got me really good. Like for a jump scare. But at the same time, it's just a situation where it's like, all right, it's From the Fog, but a little bit more aggressive. And, we've kind of seen this stuff before. Let's think of something new. I feel like, everyone's just kind of hopping on that bandwagon of, oh, this mod's really cool. I'm going to try my own take on it. And then it's literally the same thing. So I don't know. I don't know much about like modding for Minecraft in general. Oh, this is the worst mob to run into ever in this version. Skeleton. Strafe. Killed me. All right. Let's just keep getting this iron. I'm not in it for the diamonds right yet. I mean, that'd be cool to find, but just need that iron. Preemptively light this up a bit so nothing sneaks up on us. Get even more iron. But yeah, I don't know like a lot about Minecraft modding. I mean, I'm aware of like very big mod packs and some of the more big mods, stuff like that. But at the same time, there probably is like a really awesome horror mod, and I'm just like clowning on them really hard right now. And it's just, waiting for me to untap it, uncover that horror mod. But I don't know. I feel like most horror mods for Minecraft just kind of are the same thing over and over again. Really almost, I don't want to say take away from the experience, but really just kind of don't do anything for the experience. Like that's the whole point of modding, is to make the game more fresh. And I feel like a lot of those just don't make the game more fresh. They just kind of add something. You know? All right. It's about the end of the cave. See, that's a full stack of torches there. Looks like we are at the end. So let's didn't bring a crafting table with me. That was completely my fault. Let's go ahead and make a furnace and smelt this iron. We'll drop a few more in there. Get this other iron ore, and then we're going to switch over to an iron pick for this coal. Yeah, I don't... Just, you know, earlier I was like, I know a lot about old Minecraft, whatever. There's still a lot of things I need to learn, and a lot of these versions kind of start losing track. I have to remember if this is one of the versions where there is a quadrant that diamonds spawn in. There's like in some old versions of Minecraft, there's like diamonds spawn most often in like the northeastern sector or something like that. So if you mine like in the southwest, it's like literally the worst place to mine. Like you'll never find a diamond ever. And it's just really weird. Like it was still based on like the level that you were at and such like that, but it was just really weird because like it was like essentially like if you were at 0, 0 and then you started heading northeast, then the cave started being more bountiful, at least for diamonds. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and let this iron smelt, and then I guess I think we'll also go ahead and make an iron sword, because that's gonna help us out a lot more. Diamond swords are just overpowered in this version. They like 2-hit mobs. It's kind of ridiculous. Um, most things get one shot with diamond swords. Like I think only the hostile mobs. All the passive mobs are one shot with diamond, and then all of the hostile mobs are 2-shot, which is just kind of insane. Which I think actually means that players with no armor are actually 2-shot with diamond tools in this version. We'll see if we can go ahead and get this iron, then we'll head back up to the surface, because this video is rearing 30 minutes here soon. I think that means that the night should almost have been passed by now. If not passed, then if it hasn't almost been passed, then it is passed, but let this smelt these last few, and then we'll go ahead and head out. I'm not going to smelt this last iron. We'll worry about that somewhere else. But yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap up this first video, and then I'm going to start working on some other stuff. Wow. Isn't this gameplay just invigorating? Just looking at a little furnace arrow just go up, and then collecting my boons. But again, this whole video is a boon to me. I'm just happy to be here. I'll probably hop off for a little bit once I do upload this video, just because I want to kind of think about, I guess, like directionally how I want this I guess series to go. Like, do I want this to be do I want this to only be long form? Do I want it to be edited content? I will say, like I said, I'm kind of going into this with like no sense of direction. I just really, really, really wanted to make a Minecraft video. So we're just kind of going into this. I'm really going into this blind. And whether I get no viewers or I get a bunch of viewers, I'm just going to be enjoying this for myself. You know, it's not about other people wanting to see it or anything. It's just if I want to do it or not. Go ahead and get this coal too. That surface again. Never can have too much coal, especially in these versions. I mean, this is the best fuel source for sure. In newer versions, you do lava bucket. I mean, I guess you could use lava buckets in this version too, but I don't know. It just seems more out of the way. Coal is just the best. You run out of coal, then you're really going to be struggling. Looks like it's just turning daytime too. Which is good. It's good. I'm not going to mind this. I don't want to take away from the natural landscape. Why are there so many creepers? That is 6 creepers. 5, 4 respawning. That's good. I would fight them, but I don't want to mess up my landscape. But yeah. Did I duplicate that? I guess not. That was weird. I put it in there and then I picked something up and I thought it was more iron. I put it back in. I don't know. That's weird. That's some sort of bug. But yeah. If you did watch this, thank you for, or if you made it this far even, thank you for sticking around the whole way through. And if you did watch it, I really hope you enjoyed it. Now, if you do happen to make it this far in the video, I'd really enjoy just some feedback and things of just that general nature. Just feedback, things you like, things you didn't like. If I sound good, that's a big thing for me, is if I sound too loud or too quiet or anything like that. Or if my mic's cutting in and out, you know, whatever. Any sort of problems with that. But thank you again. My name is SlappyBurger, and I hope you have a blessed evening.